Camera speed.
Sound production, take one.
Action!
Welcome to the Enter The Fangirls podcast. I'm Sam.
I'm Lexie, and we're two girls with the slight obsession of everything pop culture.
We're doing our 2022 Wrapped, which feels surreal.
Yeah, I can't believe we're here.
No,
but like
feels
excited
wrong.
to be here.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. But it feels wrong.
No, it does.
Yeah. Admittedly, though, this is one of my favorite videos that we did last year.
Oh
Like,
no, like I've been waiting to film this.
It's very fun to go back and just be like, oh my god, these are all the things I loved last year. Or like this past year.
Also, it's like holy shit moment when
Yeah.
you realized.
Yeah, like last week's episode where we talked about our most anticipated 2022 and we're like, oh shit, that did come out this year.
There's stuff that I watched in January that I completely forgot about.
I forgot that And Just Like That ended this year. Like, it feels like something that happened 2 years ago.
No, I had to like...
And we covered it.
We did. There was plenty of shows that I had to go back and like double check. I was like, did they come out this year? No.
And we're probably still missing some.
Probably.
Like, I guarantee you I'm missing something.
I feel it. Like, our list are so long that I was like, I have to stop. We just have to start recording because like this is going to be a long episode.
It is.
Like, grab a snack, grab some
It might not be, but it likely will be.
It will
will be. Yes.
But it's because we haven't talked about a lot of this.
No.
I feel like
you said you watched like 40 shows and I'm like, what the fuck did you watch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, TV shows we don't really talk about just because
we have very different tastes when it comes to TV.
We do.
But I find in movies we don't entirely. We have a lot of crossover, I find, sometimes in movies.
We do.
Just, I like horror movies, you like musicals, which is where our...
Yeah, but I didn't really watch any musicals this year.
Yeah.
I probably watched more horror than musicals this year.
You're welcome.
But we definitely talked about movies more during our scavenger hunt.
Yes.
And some of those movies will make a reappearance in this video. I don't think we'll touch them as much, maybe, depending. I don't even remember what movies we mentioned. I don't even remember how we formatted that.
I really don't know. That was a lot of fun.
It was.
Yeah. Also, a funny thing that I'm just going to mention now, we never celebrated our 1 year. We never tweeted about it. So.
It's fine.
It's fine. Consider this our anniversary episode.
Yeah.
So.
Are we just getting right into it?
Yeah.
What do we want to start with? We added categories this year.
Yeah, last year I think we just did
TV shows, ships, and characters.
Yeah. This year we have actors, movies, TV, characters, and ships.
Like I said, it's going to be a long episode.
Yeah. I have it formatted as actors, movies, TV, characters, ships, but I feel like we could do actors, characters, ships, movies, TV, if we want, or something like that.
You started off and I'll follow.
Let's start with actors because it's kind of the one singled out from the rest of them. They're not like technically in the same vein.
Okay.
Do you want me to start or you?
You can start.
Number one, and I feel like this is very obvious. Actually, no, sorry, it's not the obvious one. We'll get there. But Jamie Lee Curtis was my number one at the beginning of the year. I even made a Letterboxd list setting out to make her my number one watched of the year. She's currently tied. We don't know who's gonna win that race.
You have like 3 days.
I'm in full control of it. But I don't know if she'll win. We'll see. Sorry, Jamie. But yeah, I tried to watch a lot of her filmography that I hadn't seen. So I watched like A Fish Called Wanda and Drowning Mona, which I still think you should watch.
Yes.
And then I watched Fierce Animals, and those are the only 3 I know that I haven't seen. I can't remember what other ones I watched.
What's
So,
the
like,
one that she's in with John Travolta? Because that came up on my
oh,
something yesterday.
I think it's called Physical. That's on my
Yeah, might
list too.
be.
She also has a movie with Patrick Swayze that I need to watch,
Yeah, you do.
where she like owns like a monster truck derby ring or something like that. It's wild, but I need to watch it. Also my favorite thing is just the ever growing array of hairstyles she had throughout the years. That was my favorite part of watching her filmography, because at one point she had a mullet.
But
At one point she had her spiky short hair. Like, she went through it all. Yeah, I went through a very
good
big,
for her.
right? Yeah, I went through a very big Jamie Lee phase this year. Although the Jamie Lee phase never really ends, but it just hit new heights this year, I feel like.
That's fair.
Yeah. I don't know. That's all I got to say about that. Just I fucking love Jamie Lee Curtis. And anytime she like posts anything, that's just like my one thought. I'm just like, oh, I fucking love Jamie Lee Curtis. She says questionable
Should be.
things. Sometimes she
Yeah,
needs to maybe
yeah.
not talk. But I love her despite that. I cannot
That's
handle
fine.
her getting canceled, so nobody shit on her, I beg.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
We love her.
Yeah, we love her.
And an icon.
Yeah. She's just a little tone deaf sometimes. It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's okay. She's allowed to be.
Okay. I don't remember which one started first this year. I'm gonna say it was Juliana Margulies,
I'd say so.
because
When did
okay.
did season 2 of the morning show come out this year?
No, last year.
Oh.
But I think I started watching ER. No, I know.
You can see when you started watching ER. If you started logging in on TV time. So go to the first episode, click about episode, and it should have like two little there's a calendar and there's a little eye icon. Because that's how I had to figure out some other stuff. Like when I watched them.
Wait, go to the show.
Okay, go to the show. Go to like
the first.
Yeah, go to like the first episode.
Yeah.
I'll pull up one too. And then go like down here to about episode below all the characters. And then like literally right where it has the rating, it tells you when you watched it and when it aired.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think I started watching it a little bit before this. I think you made me get TV time when I started watching this. So this says December
Maybe.
29th. So literally it's almost the 1 year anniversary of me.
Oh my God. Yeah,
but
tomorrow will be your 1 year anniversary as the time of us filming this.
Love that for me. But I solely started watching ER for Juliana.
I think that's
more
because
on ER
of like the
later.
morning show, and then you kind of came off like the tail end of that.
It was.
Maybe 2023 will be the year I get you to watch The Good Wife.
Oh. Maybe. It's the hairstyles are really throwing me off. I'm not gonna be honest.
Yeah.
They're questionable.
Also, she's married to Mr. Big.
Yeah, but I never knew that until you told me that, because all I see is fan cams of the other one.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Miss Christine Baranski. Is that who you're talking about?
No, the one, well, Christine, obviously.
But
who's the one that Juliana
Kalinda. Oh, hits on.
No, the one that she has the affair with.
Oh, the guy. I thought you said a girl. I'm like,
no.
Did I miss something? No, Will.
Thank you.
We love Will.
Yeah. So
yeah,
maybe in 2023, oh my God, is when I will start watching The Good Wife for Juliana. But
yes,
my love for her really solidified this year. Still convinced that she is, I'm not gonna say lesbian, bisexual, because she is married.
She's got the vibes.
I love the interview where she's like, we've all had our own gay experiences.
Yeah.
Where she says, like, who says I haven't had my own? And I was like, girl?
Juliana? Miss Girl?
What
are you implying?
Exactly. But yeah, no. My love for her grew this year, and I'm glad I did, even though You are
She's
destroying me a
another
little
one
bit.
who's just like pure chaotic, and I love
She
it.
is.
She's very chaotic. She's very like squirrely.
She's friends with a lot of people.
Mm-hmm. She's just got a lot going on.
Good for her. Can I run into her on the streets of New York City one day, please?
I'm rooting for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought of a side conversation, but we can say that for another time.
Okay.
That's too off topic.
Gotcha. Yeah, we need to stay on topic. It's gonna be long.
Yeah.
Kind of keeping in order, I guess, because I did start this at some point earlier in this year. So my actors are at least in order of when I started standing. But next up I have Miss Toni Collette. This girl. I went through a hardcore Toni phase. I still love her, but like it's died down because we have a different MILF obsession that's taken over my life. But no, I rewatched this was in April because I rewatched Hereditary for the Wrapped. And then
Scavenger hunt.
Scavenger Hunt, sorry. For the Scavenger Hunt. And then I ended up rewatching it because I'm like, oh my gosh, she's so baby, she's so comforting. I love her. Meanwhile, she's fucking insane in that movie.
Insane. Period.
Yeah.
In general.
In general, not just like, oh my god, she's insanely talented. No, she's fucking insane. But yeah, so I watched that twice in the month, and then I ended up watching a lot of her filmography after that. Surprising. Okay, I find a lot of times when you start standing different celebrities, at least in our case, because I feel like we stan a lot of celebrities who maybe aren't like super well known or like super A-list. So then we end up watching a lot of movies that aren't good.
Oh yeah.
Cough Machen. I love her to death, but surprisingly with Toni, I liked the majority of the movies that I watched of hers. Like she has some like good projects, which was a good thing. I do have 2 of them on my movie list that we'll talk about when we get there. So
I feel like I know what to, but we'll see when we get there.
Maybe. But then I also watched The Staircase for her. That was my opening when I started writing for Telltale. That ended, but that was
follow her now on Collider.
Yeah, follow me on Collider now. But yeah, that was my like that was the first show I covered for them. So that was kind of cool when I got to be like Toni. And then I was like, oh my god, cool. What if like Toni just like wants to talk to me because I covered her show? It didn't happen, unfortunately. Toni, let's be best friends. But yeah, no, the Toni brain rot's still there, but not as bad. But she does have new movies coming out eventually. So when those come out.
I feel like she's been in hiding.
Yeah, and she doesn't have social media, so like I can't keep up with her either. I just have to rely on
other people. In hiding.
Yeah. I'd really appreciate it if all of my favorites just didn't live in a cave. Like, come out, please.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Next.
Okay. My other one that was like the very start of this year was Melanie Lynskey.
I was gonna say, is it Melanie?
I think it's just Yellow Jackets.
Oh my god, yeah, because you watched Yellow Jackets this year.
I watched Yellow Jackets literally a few days into the new year.
Yellow Jackets feels like it was so long ago.
Because it is.
And the funny thing is, I watched it in June.
Yeah.
So it shouldn't feel that late for me, but
no, I binged it in a day. But it was well worth it.
I binged it before going to see you, so I watched this before hopping on a plane. And it's about a plane crash. Great choice. Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Yeah, no, just fell in love with Melanie. She was chaotic in the show, and I was like, wow.
You did fall in love with Melanie.
I did. I watched some of her filmography. Not a lot, but I did.
She doesn't have a lot of filmography, does she?
She's in a lot of like
minor roles.
She's
the baby in a bar girl.
Thank you. That's why I watched Coyote Ugly. Well, that's Sweet Home Alabama, but she's also in Coyote Ugly. And that's why I watched it this year.
Who is she in Coyote Ugly?
The main girl's best friend.
Okay. Oh, I do remember that. Vaguely.
Yeah.
I rewatched that.
So I kind of watched some of her filmography, but it was a lot of like stuff that either A, I couldn't find, or B, just did not sound interesting. She's in a lot of like guest appearances in TV shows. I feel like this is bad. My dad loves 2.5 Men. And he always watches it, and Melanie's on it. So like sometimes I have to just sit down and watch too.
As you should.
Yeah. And
Good
then
for the Mills.
Melanie also was booked and busy this year, girl.
She was.
She's in I think it's called The Last of Us. I think it's coming out soon. It's basically
really?
Yeah. I didn't know until the trailer dropped and people started freaking out, and I was like,
damn,
queen, I don't really care about that, but do I now have to watch it for her?
Oh boy. If it's
Maybe.
good, let me know.
Okay.
I'm tempted to give it a try, but
also, she won a Critics' Choice Award this year. As she should. As she should. Can't wait for more. Yeah. We'll talk more about Melanie later.
If we're gonna talk about people that took over our lives, man, Miss Winona Ryder. I think I was like possessed or something. Like my entire existence just kind of exists around her now. I watched so much of her, not so much. I guess I only watched 9, but like I feel like that's a lot in a way. Of her filmography. And I watched all the Stranger Things, but we'll talk more about that later. But yeah, I have the biggest Winona brain rot, and it's not going away. It's not slowing down. It just gets stronger every day, and it's really like a problem. Like my camera roll is full to the brim. I need to make like, now that iPhone has like private photo albums you can make, I'm like, I think I just need to move them there so I can open my camera roll without being like, hi, don't worry about this. I'm not a freak.
Yeah, maybe.
Like sometimes you just need them for like when you want to post pictures on Twitter and you're just like, oh, perfect. Well, I'll definitely talk more about her later because I have quite a few of her movies and like Stranger Things and stuff on my list, so we'll talk more about her. But like, if you could see my room right now, we have a Winona Forever poster in the corner. We have Stranger Things, Heather's, Reality Bites on the, like, it's insane. So she's taken over the old brain. Yeah.
It still amazes me that you actually have a boyfriend and not a girlfriend.
It baffles me too. Right. The fact that he's just like accepting of it, it doesn't even faze him anymore.
I love that though.
It's very funny.
Oh my god. Okay. Do I want to do my brain? No, we'll go in order of the year. This one was like, she had 2 moments this year. Miss Nev Campbell.
Yes.
It started during Scream, which was in January.
When she hit like her peak MILFness.
Yeah. Peak. It was good. The press.
When she's jogging with the stroller.
So good. So good. And then she was in a show in the summer called Lincoln Lawyer, and there was a scene in there that literally made me lose my mind, and I watched it every night before bed for weeks, and it came back again. I was so deep into this phase in the beginning of the year that I was debating rewatching House of Cards. House of Cards.
Yeah.
I think I did watch her scenes, some of her scenes, but I couldn't force myself to watch more because I don't even know why I watched that show to begin with.
I feel like you've definitely told me, but I can't remember.
I really don't know. And I don't even remember her being in it. I don't even remember if I got up to that season. At one point I know I stopped. I think it's when everything happened with Mr. Kevin Spacey. Yeah,
We're not gonna
but
talk about him.
no, we're not. But I will say Nev is once again booked and busy. I'm pretty sure she's on 3 TV shows that are supposed to come out this year.
Good for her.
So I'm excited. So you know what? Even though she's not in Scream 6, she said, fuck you all, I'm gonna make money elsewhere, and you know what, she is. And I love that for her. Go her.
You love to see it, but really you guys should have paid her.
Yeah, you should have.
Justice for Nev Campbell, honestly.
For real, for real.
My next one originated because of Jurassic World Dominion coming out this year. Laura Dern. Goddamn. Speaking of which, go watch Jurassic World Dominion just because her butt looks amazing in that movie for no reason.
Yeah.
I came home and I just kind of immediately started watching Big Little Lies. I don't think I watched any of her filmography. I watched obviously Jurassic and stuff, but
yeah, I don't think you did.
She's
either.
in some David Lynch stuff. And you need to be in a specific mood to watch David Lynch. And he's very long-winded too.
Something just came up, but that's another conversation.
Oh gosh. So yeah, I don't think I watched any of her filmography, but I did watch Big Little Lies. I watched some of her scenes I could find on YouTube and stuff, but I watched a lot of interviews. So that was kind of my brain rot for her. But I feel like she's just one of those celebrities that you can't not love. She's just very lovable. And
yeah,
I'm glad to be back on the Laura train. I'm also still kicking myself for not going to the film festival because I'm pretty sure she was there. She was there. And I'm really mad I didn't go. I'll always kick myself for that. I also really wanted to redeem myself with Ethan.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm not giving enough explanation for these. It's just sometimes just you get that brain rot and it just takes over.
Feeling.
Yeah.
And you can't explain it,
you can't
but they just grab your heart. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's okay. The one that brain rotted me the most probably this year, Miss Mariska Hargitay, which is I find hilarious because I'm pretty sure I told you months ago, a while ago, I didn't think she was attractive.
No, we had that conversation.
But to be fair, the lighting on SVU sucks.
Yeah.
And I feel like she just always has this pouty face on. And it's not her most flattering face. And then Macy would send me hot Olivia fan cams and Mariska interview moments. And I was like, what the fuck? She's actually the most adorable person ever and is literally not Olivia Benson at all. So the brain rot started before I even started watching SVU. So I was down bad when I started watching.
Absolutely.
Do you want to hear something wild?
Yes.
I started this show beginning mid-September. I'm on season 13.
How many seasons are there?
They're currently on season 24.
Oh, you're catching up quick.
Yeah, it's not impressive compared to Jenna. But
Jenna, can you watch SVU just to see how quick it takes you?
Please.
I don't care if you like it. You have to watch just to know how quick you can finish it.
There should be a challenge for her to watch some of the longest season shows ever, and like see how quickly she can get through them.
Someone pay her for that.
I feel like she could get paid.
She could.
Oh my god, can we hit a Guinness World Records?
I'm gonna look that up. The quickest person to ever watch Lost.
No,
but like actually watch Lost, not like keeping it on in the background, fall asleep to it kind
like
of
just
thing.
like
you
there.
Actually sat and watched it. This is a Jenna fan account.
It is.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll talk more about Mariska later.
Yeah. That's a theme.
Yeah, it is.
I wish I had the energy and or patience to go through this video and like make individual timestamps for everything, but I don't want to. So you're just gonna have to watch and hope that you skip to the right stuff. But my next, is Mariska your last one?
No, I have one more.
Okay, so we're gonna be even then. My next one was David Harbour. I guess he's kind of in the same boat as Winona, like stan wise, like when I stan them, but like I feel like just recently he's kind of taken over top spot in the celebrity crush region. The dad bod is back. Pictures just leaked of him on the beach in a cute little fish bathing suit. Looking incredibly Delphi today, Mr. Harbour.
Oh my god.
I haven't watched a single bit of his filmography. Have
you watched Violent Night yet?
No.
I heard it's actually kind of good.
I heard it's really good too. I just haven't sat down to watch. I need to. But yeah, I don't really have much to say. I just think he's very attractive and I'm in love with him and he makes me smile and he's very funny. I like watching his interviews though. Like I'm not as much interested in his filmography because like it isn't that big anyway.
Yeah.
And like the only movie I'm interested in is Revolutionary Road and he's like a very minor character in that. He has sex with Kate Winslet in a car. I have seen that scene. I
just remembered he was in SVU.
Oh yeah, you did tell me that. Yeah.
A very baby David Harbour.
Oh my god. But yeah, so I'm more just kind of like sticking with Stranger Things and like his interviews and stuff, but I really like him. I stan.
You stan.
It's weird to say I stan a man because I feel like I never stan men.
I know.
It just feels wrong.
While we're on this wasn't my last one, but while we're on it, I lost my train of thought. Oh, men you stand in Stranger Things. Joseph Quinn won my heart this year.
Oh my god, yes. Oh my god, why isn't he on mine?
Because like kind of forgot about him. But like Eddie.
Okay, well he's on mine too. You obviously on mine.
Him.
I met him. He has to be on mine. Oh my god, the brain rot. For so many other people is real that like just people slip through the cracks. I'm so sorry, Mr. Quinn.
He's just a little bundle of joy.
He really is. Did you see like that one person who like met him and he said that his mom used to call him chocolate button eyes? Because I thought that was really cute.
Stop. That's adorable.
I love him.
Okay. He was my last one. But my other last one, I feel like no one's actually gonna know her. But her name's Simone Tabasco. She was on White Lotus this season. White Lotus. She played an Italian prostitute.
Why isn't oh my god, what is her name? You look like the 4th of July.
Jennifer Coolidge.
Jennifer Coolidge. I'm like, I knew her name was Jennifer. I almost called her Jennifer Beals, and that's not right.
Oh my god.
Why isn't she on your best actors of the year list, Alexie? She's a scene stealer.
I can literally just say the best scene ever was probably hers, and then Joseph Quinn's What's the song? Puppet.
Oh, Metallica, Master of
Yeah,
Puppets.
Master Puppets. Thank you. I was like Battle of Puppets, and I was like, that does not sound right. Best scenes of 2022.
Oh, absolutely.
Ever. But yeah, I hope Simone
speaking of
starts.
Quinn, we got our Hellfire shirts.
That took us years to get.
Yeah.
I hope Simone starts doing more filmography in the United States. She has a lot in Italy, which is kind of hard to get here.
Yeah.
And also, even though I took 6 years of Italian, I don't really understand Italian enough to watch it and understand it.
6 years of Italian.
Yep, I did.
Interesting.
And let me tell you, the only thing I've ever learned, non lo so. It means I don't know, and it's my number one phrase I learned in Italian. Yeah, but Simone won my heart, and I think she's highly underrated, and I think people need to appreciate her more.
Send me pictures, I'll hop on the train with you.
Will do. Will do.
My last one, Izzy is gonna be so proud. We had this conversation. Megan Mullally has to make it on the list.
Queen.
Right.
Queen.
No, I spend so many nights now just like trying to track down interviews of her, because another person that is just pure chaos. Like, she doesn't have a filter, which is her chaotic nature, whereas some of these people are just scatterbrained. Like, she doesn't have a filter.
No. She doesn't.
My favorite video, and I die watching it, is when she takes over. Have you seen where she takes over a stranger's Tinder?
Yeah, I love it.
It's so
that used
funny.
to be one of my comfort.
It's for
interviews.
sure. There's also, and I don't have Apple TV, so, and I don't want to get it just to watch this episode, but her and her husband did a carpool karaoke, and there's just a snippet of it on YouTube, and I watch it so much because it just makes me laugh. And I don't know, just, she's like one of those people that just kind of like is a sunshine ray, and just very, very funny. And I said to Izzy, I'm like, I have a bone to pick with you, because I've fallen down a Karen/Megan hole. And she's like, do you not remember when I fell down mine? She's like, it's a rite of passage.
It is.
I'm like, you're right. You're right.
I know Dumas is not the most reliable, but there was something a few months ago saying that Megan might be making a return to Broadway.
I'll come.
Okay, good.
Okay. Mm-hmm. That's my last one, though, for actors.
I did all my actors, too.
Okay. So, for characters, I feel like I can kind of speed run some of these, though. Because, like, some are, like, minor, but, like, still, like, didn't take up enough brain rot, but, like, were still significant enough, I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to go?
How many characters do you have?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
I only have 4.
Okay, so that's what I said. I can speed run some of these.
Okay. Well, we briefly touched on Eddie Munson.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So I technically only have 11.
Okay. Literally Eddie Munson, I think, stole our entire hearts.
Stole everybody's hearts, man.
Pure joy. If he wasn't in Stranger Things season 4, I might have not have liked it as much.
If it wasn't for Joffer in season 4, I wouldn't have liked it that much.
Yeah. So thank you, Mr. Eddie Munson, for literally making it. And I can't wait for you to come back for season 5. And
please come back for our sanity purposes.
Was probably the hardest thing in.
That was the time when I thought we were also going to lose Murray. And so I was just like, oh my God, it's going to be blow after blow for me. I'm not going to make it.
Yeah. That's wild.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm glad he made it.
So am I.
Well,
I'm really sad Eddie didn't make it.
Yeah.
It's rigged. Duffers, I'm going to have a talk with you.
For real. For real. Just avenge literally every single character in the final season.
Please. Just bring him back.
Because I feel like if you have to, like, kill off the Upside Down, I feel like people can come back.
I agree.
You want to do yours?
Do you want me to rhyme off a few of mine?
You can. I feel like I could do more, but this was at the point where I realized I was like, we just need to start this episode.
See, some of these I can just rhyme off.
Okay.
So like I have Ted Lasso, Sam Obisanya, and Rebecca Welton.
Queens. Kings.
Just balls of sunshine.
Yes.
Did no wrong. Absolutely precious human beings. Deserve the world. Make me so happy. I love Sam. I need him to get more screen time. Jason Sudeikis, if you're watching this, which I know you are, please give Sam more screen time in season 3 because I love him.
Jason Sudeikis, I'm mad you didn't release season 3. Yeah,
I'm mad you didn't give us any information on season 3. Thank you very much. But yeah, Ted and Rebecca as well. Love them most. Want to get some more content with them. I have high hopes. Very high hopes.
So do I.
Ellie Sattler from Jurassic.
Yeah.
That again came in clutch. I'm just like, I feel like she just like felt like the exact same as she did in the original, which was nice. Like I didn't like she definitely changed, but I feel like she slipped pretty easily back into that. And I've always loved her character, so seeing her back was really nice, and we'll touch more on that later because I've got more to say. Also Margaret Dutton from 1883. It's obvious why she's on here. Miss Faith Hill, I adore your being, and I have for like, oh my god, 10 years this year. Oh, I hate that. That's gross.
Don't know why I thought it was longer though.
Yeah. No, I was 12 when I became a fan of her. I'm gonna be 22. That feels wrong.
Yeah, that's wild.
That's wild. Okay. But yeah. So I don't really have much to say. I just Faith Hill, put her in more acting roles because I want to see it. Her. Let her sing more. Faith, go on tour. And then another minor one, Renata Klein from Big Little Lies, again with the Laura Dern thing. I watched it for her. And she was the best part of the show. Honestly, I could deal with it the rest of the show. It was fine, but it wasn't anything special. Renata made the entire thing. She was amazing. And I love her. And she was just like very funny. Honestly, Laura Dern has really good comedic timing.
She does.
And I think it's very underrated, but I love it.
A queen.
Yeah. I think that kind of covers the minor ones. Oh, and Karen Walker. But I guess I kind of touched on that with Megan.
Spirit animal.
Love her. She's, again, hilarious. Spirit animal. Everything I want to be in life. Maybe not, but like, maybe not a good role model, but I love her anyway.
Yes.
She's the only her and Jack are the only reasons I'm continuing Will and Grace.
Oh, of course.
It's Will and Grace. Of course. Infuriating, but I will talk on that later as well.
My next one is Olivia Benson.
Of course.
Kind of already touched on her. I've realized I relate a little too much to Olivia Benson, which is not a
character you want to relate to.
No.
Yeah.
But she's my baby, and I will protect her at all costs. And
of course.
So like the SVU fandom splits SVU up to like 3 different timelines. So 1.0 is Elliot, and then 2.0 is just by herself, and then 3.0 is when Elliot comes back. I'm not excited to get to 2.0 because she's just gonna like cry, and it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine.
I look forward to the messages.
You look forward to I'm just gonna send you Snapchats of me hysterically crying.
I expect them, and I look forward to them.
Good.
It'll be like me when I was watching Dead to Me, and I'm just like, fuck this show. I hate my life.
Yeah. Yes. Olivia Benson she's hot. She had some questionable haircuts throughout the season.
Well, it started in the 90s, in the mid 2000s.
Yeah, when they decided to give her like the super shortcut.
Anytime a show starts in the 90s and goes through the mid 2000s, you're not getting good haircuts. I'm sorry.
they grew on me to be,
Mhm.
but we're getting better. We're getting better.
Slowly but surely.
Yeah. But she has my heart, and I will protect that woman at all costs. Yeah, we'll touch more on her again later.
I guess this is another minor one, not really, I guess, but Hopper from Stranger Things again. Like, not minor, but like also like I'm a bigger Joyce fan, but I feel like
Yeah.
recently I've not warmed up, I always liked him, but like I feel like I've come to have a bigger appreciation for Hopper on his own. Um, and like I understand his character more than I did because I binged the first 3 seasons to be able to like be done in time for season 4. So like now like having like friends in the fandom and like them kind of sending in clips and everything because there's a lot of Hopper fans. Like I see more of him, like okay, like I understand you more, like I have a lot more appreciation for his character rather than just having a crush on him and wanting him to be with Joyce. Yeah, I need to, I want to rewatch the first 3 seasons. What?
Why?
Because I don't remember it. Like I watched it so quickly that I didn't soak up anything.
Sam, you literally watched it this year.
I know, but I watched it within like 5 days.
Okay, fair.
Yeah. I don't know. I love him. He's just a big old teddy bear who's very misunderstood, and I want to give him a hug.
I don't blame you.
Mhm.
My next one is Jackie from Yellow Jackets.
I don't have any Yellow Jackets on mine.
I probably could have put more on Yellow Jackets, but I like blanked on all the characters. I want to be preface adult Jackie.
Isn't Jackie's not Melanie. I'm just thinking of that.
Shauna.
I was gonna say Jackie is her friend. That took me a minute too because I'm like, yeah, no, that's Jackie. Like that's Melanie. And then I'm like thinking now, I'm like, no, it's not.
No, you're so right. You're right. And
Jackie
I feel like
croaked.
Jackie did croak.
I was like, oh, you really like Jackie, huh? And I'm like, oh no, we're not thinking that's not
No.
I did actually really like Jackie though.
It was a roller coaster.
Oh yeah.
At the end, I was annoyed with her, so then she died.
Was, like, shook.
Yeah.
Yes, Shauna.
Specifically adult Shauna. Younger Shauna is a little iffy.
Yeah.
Adult Shauna served her family a rabbit she found in the backyard.
What
like, how do you not stand? How do you not?
She's insane and I love her.
Yeah. And she had an affair. You know, we always have to root for the affair.
Always. If they're hot, I'm gonna root for the affair.
Yeah. While we're on the subject of Yellow Jacket characters, I liked teenage Natalie.
I like Lottie. I really like Lottie.
Lottie scares me.
Yeah. Me
as
too.
she should.
I also went through a thing
Lottie.
where I'm like, oh, I don't like older Nat because I didn't like Juliette Lewis that much. And then at the end, I'm like, wow, I kind of like Juliette Lewis. What the hell did this show do to me?
Yeah.
She never actually did anything. She's just one of those like actors that I'm just like, meh. But now I'm just like, oh, okay, go off.
Yes.
Excellent
Understandable.
show.
We'll talk more about that later.
Yes, we will. Me?
Yeah,
Apologies.
It's okay.
If we're also gonna talk about Stranger Things, gotta talk about my love, Joyce Byers.
Of course.
Comfort character, like, to a T. Like, she's the perfect amount of, like, dramatic, traumatic, makes me cry, but, like, is also just far too quirky and, like, just a goofball, and I just love her.
I don't understand how she fits into Stranger Things.
What do you mean?
just like her vibe is just like so not with the show.
Right? Yeah, I think they just like were happy to have Winona Ryder on their cast, and they're like, just you know what, just be yourself.
Yeah.
And I appreciate it. But
Me
like,
too.
yeah, I think season 2 and season 3, Joyce just like have my full heart. Season 1, she's too sad. Season 4, she's not in it enough, which is a crime. And then season 2 and 3 like is like a perfect balance. She's an absolute crackhead in season 3, and I love it. Season 3 Jopper in general is just pure insanity, and it's amazing.
Season 3 was really good.
Yeah. I know it's not my favorite season, but it's like kind of just like one of those serotonin boosters.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I'm not talking enough about her, but like, so if anyone in my group chat is watching this and being like, "Huh, you don't actually like her," like,
No,
I love her. I just don't know how to convey that in words.
Fair.
Also, I can't spend too much time. We got so many.
Yeah, we got cranked out.
We got so much.
My last one on my list is Clance from A League of Their Own.
Oh,
she was my girl.
Yeah,
I loved her.
Oh my god, I forgot about that show.
Yeah, same.
Oh my god.
But Clance deserved more screen time. Clance did not deserve to have a friend like Max, because Max was shitty at sometimes. Yeah. I still like Max. I just want to preface
Max
that.
just had her moments where she was infuriating.
Yeah.
But like at the end of the day, I don't think anyone was like unlikable on that show.
No, definitely not.
I can't remember who my favorite was.
I do.
Who was it?
You had 3.
I know I did, and I can't remember any of them.
I can't remember her name.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna look.
Hold on, I still have it pulled up.
As soon as I hear the name, it'll come flooding back. I also liked
Lupe?
Max's. Yes. I also liked Max's uncle.
Yes.
Yes, I loved him.
Joe.
Joe was my favorite.
Yeah.
I love Joe. Yes.
Oh my god, how did I forget about Shirley? Shirley was very controversial. Yes. Shirley was too funny.
Yeah.
Renew A League of Their Own for season 2.
The fact that it hasn't yet.
It's honestly homophobic.
Honestly.
That's all the characters I have. So.
Oh, okay. So my last 2 are 2 characters. Like last year, my character that I'm like, oh, this is the character I relate to the most was Peyton from One Tree Hill. These 2 characters,
my god,
right? That doesn't feel like it was last. It just came to Prime Video in Canada. I am losing my mind. I am so excited. I'm gonna have to go rewatch all of the scenes that I loved. But maybe I should actually finish the show. Probably not. But no, this year I have 2 characters that like feel special to me and I relate to hardcore. First one is Penny Lane from Almost Famous. Like I just want to be her. Like she is just not a groupie. She makes sure she doesn't say that she's a groupie, but like she kind of is a groupie. She's like falls in love with one of the band members. She follows them everywhere and just like is kind of living her best life.
Love that for her.
Honestly, that movie just like really just like hits a chord in me. Like it's about a journalist kid gets to follow rock, like one of the best rock bands around, and just like maybe not the best rock band, but I don't know. I love that movie. It really like affected me when I watched it. I'm like, oh my god, I see myself in like everyone here. Yeah, I love Penny. She's Kate Hudson. Like, does that tell you everything you need to know? I want to be Kate Hudson, basically.
Forgot a character. Go on.
Oh, okay. And then my next one, and I think this is definitely like honestly, this is one of my biggest movies of the year, and I'll talk more about the movie later on. But character-wise, Lelena Pierce from Reality Bites, again, a Winona character. I feel like I talked about this earlier in this year too. I haven't ever like I've watched this movie, and I'm like I feel like this is just a movie that was written for me to watch at this point in my life, and just is like a movie made, cut from a cloth for me. And like her character especially, like it focuses on all these kids just fresh out of college, just trying to figure out what they're going to do with their lives now, and they're all like I think 23, so like around my age, and just like watching it, and just like she works at like a TV studio, but like doesn't really know what she wants to do with her life, but like wants to do something amazing with her life. And I'm just like, oh my god, me. And it like hurts, but like then you like watch the end and you're like, okay, like things are gonna turn out okay for her, maybe I'll be okay too. And I like just see myself a lot in her. And I don't know, Lelena is a very important character to me. That movie is very important to me. I will talk about that later, because I feel like that movie
I now
kind of
have to
changed
watch
my
this
life.
movie.
I think you'd really like it. It's really good. I think it changed my life, honestly. Not to be
It
dramatic.
probably did.
It
Was
did.
this pre or post Ethan meeting?
This is post Ethan meeting, because I watched it after I left you. It was already on my watch list to watch, and then we met Ethan, and I'm like, oh my god, I gotta go home and watch this, because we're now a degree from Winona.
Yes.
Yeah. So if I ever get a chance
from
to,
a lot of people now. I was just thinking about his cameo in
we're a
Glass
degree
Onion.
from Uma.
Queen.
Yeah.
Queen.
But no, I said if I get a chance to meet Ethan again and redeem myself, I want to tell him how much Reality Bites just like fucked up my life, but also changed it in the best ways.
We'll find Ethan again.
Okay. Him and Winona's character, I see myself a lot in.
Okay.
Yeah.
My last one, which I literally mentioned to you that I was putting on my list and then just forgot, Catherine Trammell.
Yeah.
I kind of forgot I watched
She
Basic
did nothing
Instinct this
wrong.
year. No.
She did nothing wrong.
She's hot. She's bisexual and did nothing wrong.
Someone in my group chat had never heard of Basic Instinct.
Okay.
I'm like, okay, it's fine if you've never even seen it, but how have you not
heard of it?
How do you not know the iconic leg cross?
Yeah. Yeah.
Baffling.
I'm surprised it took me this long to watch it. It was in our scavenger hunt. It was literally the movie I watched under the category people say, oh my god, I can't believe you've never seen that before.
Yeah, I forget what mine was for that.
The Hangover.
It was.
Did you watch The Hangover? Did you want to watch it?
I did watch The Hangover.
Okay. But yeah, I'm so glad I watched Basic Instinct. We'll touch on that.
I need to rewatch
later.
that.
Yeah, I'm in the mood to
I watched that
far
far too young.
Yeah, you probably
I'm still
did.
scared of Michael Douglas.
As you should be.
He did come up in Will and Grace though, and he was funny, which felt wrong for me to admit.
Was he a gay man in that?
He was.
I love that they get all the straight men to play gay men on that show. Including Will.
Yeah. The amount of cameos this show has. I'm currently in the middle of a Jeff Goldblum arc. He like plays like Karen's nemesis and tries to buy a Walker Inc. It's
Yes.
Yeah. These past 2 seasons have been wild for cameos.
Wait, okay, just because you're on the topic now, Lily Tomlin, did she want to? Who is she in love with?
No one. She was Will's boss.
Okay, maybe I'm thinking something. Was it Gene Wilder then? I feel like someone wanted to fuck one of them.
And Gene Wilder and Karen had a relationship. Had a little like hookup on the side kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm thinking Lily then. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Lily was very brief. She might come back though, I don't know.
She might come back.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. I believe that is it for characters then.
Dang, that didn't take as long as I was expecting. Do you want to go into ships?
Yeah. Do you want us to restart just in case?
We still have 20 minutes, I think.
Okay, we can go then.
Yeah.
I think we could crank this out.
How many ships do you have?
I have, I think, 6.
Okay, I have
Yes.
4. I feel like I'm talking
Let me guess what number 1 is.
Yeah, take a wild guess. I feel like I'm talking so much about Stranger Things.
It's okay. Guess what also is in this category?
Yeah, exactly. I haven't been this down bad for a ship. I think Izzy actually quoted that to me one time. She's like, I have not seen you this down bad for a ship since Phallus. So that's how you know it's real.
Yeah.
Because if you know me, if you know us, Phallus was like the ship. And so Jopper has taken that spot. I have wicked brain rot. I'm going to just expose myself for a hot sec. All of these tabs, Jopper fix that I need to read or am currently reading. Because that's my bedtime routine.
Of course it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Of course.
Exactly. I don't even know what it is about them that just itches that part of my brain just right. They got everything. They got like grumpy ex sunshine trope. He fell first, she fell harder. Height difference. They're both sexy. I waited.
Nona still scares me.
I'll change that. 4 seasons in, they finally got to make out. And then also they have
4 seasons in, like
I know.
Like nothing. That's nothing.
Okay, 4 seasons in, but like how long did you have to wait in between all those seasons? Like it was like I think it's 7 years now.
Yeah, no, that's fucking crazy. I was in college still
Yeah.
when the show started.
Shit. But also sorry.
No, you're
They
good.
also have the I always forget that people aren't like always watching the video, so then me just yawning probably sounds ridiculous on audio. But they also have like a really great outside show friendship, and like them in interviews together is chaotic. And speaking of like comfort videos, they have a Wired autocomplete interview, and I love it. I watch it so much. It's amazing. Yeah, I love them. Cast them in something together after Stranger Things ends, I beg.
For real.
Something where they can play a romantic couple for like 2 hours and not just have to give the screen time to the kids.
Children.
Yeah. No, we love Jopper. We stand Jopper.
Yes.
I could do a whole episode, man.
If we're discussing ships that we could do whole episodes on, I might as well just get the one out of the way. EO, aka Olivia Benson and Olivia
Benson and Olivia
Elliot Benson. Elliot Stabler and Olivia Benson. They clearly have rotted my brain.
Oh yeah.
But I just want to make them one person.
Yeah, they are one person. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Literally have me by
you know what I find so funny is that when Nona kind of scares you and Mariska kind of scares me.
It's fine.
It's perfect. Our number 1 ships. We're both
oh my god, David's a daddy, and then Chris is a zaddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 sides of the same coin, baby.
Right. Yes. Yeah, so even though like have I really gotten anything of Elliot and Olivia?
Mm-hmm.
No. But I do get flirting and touching.
Hey.
So like that's enough.
That is what fanfic is for, my friend.
I know. I'm
so glad you're back in the fanfic days.
It feels good to be back.
It's like coming home. Or like putting on your favorite pair of slippers after a long day, taking off your bra after a long day. Yeah.
One of my favorite fics has been updated today, and that was just like made the whole day better. But mark my word, 2023.
They're gonna make out.
they're gonna kiss. They're gonna
Mhm.
kiss. It's
For
happening.
sure. I believe in it.
Like I said, I'm on season 13. No, I'm on season 12. I'm almost on season 13. I got 4 episodes left. So I don't really know anything between Olivia and Elliot, like past that. I have spoiled some stuff for myself because I'm impatient. There was an intervention in one season and Elliot said, I love you to Olivia with his children there. And then he was like, I love you. I love you, all of you. Which we know he just means Olivia. Sam, there was a letter. And if you know, letters
Letters are never good.
His wife wrote the letter. Dead wife. Revealed that to her when he got accidentally high undercover. And then he stumbled to her apartment.
Can I just say I love when cop/doctor shows, like, the important, like, life-saving people get high in shows.
But like he was undercover and he was drugged, so
okay. Well, Grey's Anatomy, they ate weed cookies by accident.
It's fine. Yeah, and then Elliot admitted that he's in love with Olivia to one of his coworkers. Olivia said that Elliot always felt like home.
I did see that.
It's happening.
It's happening. I believe in it.
Not even putting my clown makeup on because it's happening.
No, it's happening. They were filming on a closed set. It's happening.
Yes, exactly.
Closed set means closed off.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. Enough about them. That can go on forever.
My next one that we have waited. I wasn't even born yet, but we've waited 30 years to see happen.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have a ship name, but Alan and Ellie, Jurassic Park, they finally kissed. We waited the entire movie. Like, we knew it was gonna happen. Like, you just knew from like all the trailers and all that.
Yeah.
And it was like bound to happen.
So glad I did.
So like glad. We waited the entire time, and when it finally happened, I think we literally like just like grabbed each other stupid, like just chaotically. And yeah, I had to like actually go see the movie again, and like I didn't even remember the kiss because I was losing my shit at that point.
Properly processed.
Yeah, I love that I was sitting next to your brother, I'm pretty sure too. So like I had to like not be like, hey.
It's fine.
Yeah. Such a good kiss too. Like I watched that like seedy little TikTok of their kiss for weeks.
I found that TikTok on my camera roll.
Really?
Recently.
I love it. It's such a good kiss. She went in so hard. And I think
she did.
That.
She served.
I can't believe it took that long. I'm fed up, honestly.
They really want to drag out chips, and we do not appreciate it.
If I finally got my end game, it's fine, but I would appreciate you just give it to me the first time.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Even though they're not on my list, I knew you were going to talk about them.
Yeah, I knew you agree, so.
Yeah, of course. Okay, my next one is Gretchen.
Oh, why did I forget so much about A League of Their Own?
I don't know.
I didn't have as big of a brain rot as you did, though.
I will probably rewatch it at some point soon.
Yeah.
When I need a break from SVO.
I watched that the night I met Joseph Quinn.
Did you really?
Yeah, that's when I started it.
Wow.
Right?
Interesting.
What a big day.
It was. But yeah, no, the ship had I think the ship had every lesbian in a chokehold, let's be honest. It was just everything I needed, which I didn't know I needed. And I was very hesitant going into the show. So I was very pleasantly surprised. And I also fell in love.
But I feel like it was different enough. I haven't seen the original movie, but I feel like it did enough different.
Oh, no, it's very different.
Solo.
Yeah.
Which I think is what you need to do if you're making
There was like
spin-off or remake or
obviously,
something.
yeah, there was Easter eggs to the original.
Yeah, like when Rosie O'Donnell shows up, which I very much
Oh my
appreciate.
God, I
I love
completely
Rosie O'Donnell.
forgot.
Rosie O'Donnell was in Will and Grace, and I got so excited.
Yeah, she was.
Love her.
But yeah, no, Gretchen was everything, and they need to come back to me again. So Amazon, if you want to renew League of Their Own, it came out in August.
Yeah. You already canceled The Wilds. Now you have to give us the other lesbian show.
For reals. And they also canceled another show that's on my top, but we'll talk about that later.
I don't know what it would be. Okay.
When I say it, you'll remember it. But yeah, I've also developed a love for Abby Jacobson and Darcy Carden after watching.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how much I loved Abby. To be honest, she was the character I thought I was going to hate, and I loved her the most.
Yeah. Yeah, we had very different tastes when we watched this show.
I liked all of them, though. I like Joe,
Yeah,
but I was just...
No, I just mean like favorite character-wise, we had very different.
Yeah.
Which felt weird.
And I also want to thank you, Abby Jacobson and Darcy Carden, for serving us so well.
It was a whole 5-course meal.
It was. It really was.
4-course, 5-course. We're gonna go 5.
We're gonna go 5.
5 stars, 5-course.
Exactly.
It feels weird bringing up my next ship because this was on your list last year, but I didn't watch it till this year. Ted and Rebecca, obviously.
As they should be.
I will say, I have a guilty pleasure for Sam and Rebecca. Sorry. But I also just love Sam and Rebecca separately. So them coming together was really cute. Except I will never forgive Jason Sudeikis for the way he played us with that. You think that like him and Rebecca are texting, and then it ends up being her and Sam, and it's just a lot. Put me through the ringer. It's fine. But I don't know, like after rewatching it with you, it was I kind of like picked out like all the little things that like I missed of just like how perfect they are for each other. And so I'm really excited. They have to get together in season 3. Like I don't see any plausible way for it to not happen.
It's weird because I don't know how it's gonna happen. Like
I did see a tweet. So you know how like everybody's pulled Ted out of the road? I think Beard's pulled him out of the road. Someone said that the third time that happens is going to be Rebecca, except she's not pulling him out of the way of a bus. She's pulling him out of the plane before he gets on to go home. And I'm like, I need that. Right?
I will cry.
Right? I meant to send. Did I not send that to you? I feel like I should have sent that to you.
No, you didn't.
I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, right.
I'm nervous that it's not going to be organic. Like
I'm nervous it won't happen.
Yeah.
But I'm really holding out hope.
I am.
I yeah. I think just put our faith in Mr. Sudeikis. # women for Jason Sudeikis, and I think he'll give us hopefully the happy ending that we need.
Please. Fingers crossed. I need it. Excuse me. Goddamn. Okay. Wait, I'm trying to find mine. My next one is Cage Mac, which is from Paper Girls.
I forgot this show came out. Jeez.
And it was canceled.
That's the show.
Yep, it is. I would have loved to see more of it. We'll touch more on the show later, but KJ, is her name Mac? I think it is Mac. I've never really been into like ships with children, and it also feels weird to ship children, considering these are actually, I think, 13-year-olds in the show.
my God.
But it was hinted a lot that they had feelings for each other, so I feel less guilty. Yeah, KJ and Mac. Yeah, no, they were adorable, and they were there for each other when literally shit was hitting the fan. And I needed more of them, and fucking Amazon canceled that for me. Fuck you, Amazon. Basically, if you ever just want to search up the hashtag KJMac, and they'll pop up, and they're fucking adorable. Also, I feel like we never see lesbian child ships, and I feel like we need to see more of that.
I agree.
They're cute.
Yeah.
The one time I will actually say children are cute. It's fine.
I think there's just like a little, not even so much like you ship them like in the same way that you ship other people, obviously, but just like there's like an innocence and sweetness in like, the interactions. Yeah.
They also butted
with
heads a lot, which I like. It's an enemy to lover ship.
Yeah. Like I feel like that's kind of like the thing with like Mike and Will in Stranger Things, and like I never really got it, but I can also like see it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is always like weird shipping kids, but don't do it in a gross way. It's fine.
Yeah. No. Yeah, no, not in a gross way.
Yeah,
just
obviously not.
trying to find themselves.
Yeah, no, you like
each other.
that's nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
I need to actually watch this show. It's so hard because it did get canceled.
I know, but it was really good.
Is it okay enough just being a one season?
It was a little open ending, but to be honest, I don't even remember what the ending was. I kind of do. No, I do.
Okay.
It's fine with just being a season, but obviously I want more.
You want more. Okay. If we're gonna talk ships that took forever to get together, I actually didn't finish this show because I am an avid quitter of TV shows. But Scully and Mulder, I don't know why I started this show. I feel like it maybe was for them, and I just had like
it probably was
urge to watch it. It's not on my top shows because obviously I didn't finish it, so I'll just like say I wanted an alien investigation show, and that's not what this is. It's more copy and procedural, and I don't really like cop shows. No, but you're more of like the cop show person. I'm more of a medical show person. So I was kind of disappointed. But I really liked their chemistry. They have great chemistry together. I just couldn't get enough. Like, some of the episodes were really good, don't get me wrong. It isn't a bad show by any means, but it's just a lot for a concept that is very minor, I guess, in the grand scheme of things, which is weird to me. But I really liked Scully and Mulder. So then when I decided I was gonna not finish the show, I went and watched their scenes. And they are very cute, don't get me wrong, but they have maybe 2 on-screen kisses in the entirety of the show's run. And I think it has 11 seasons. They don't even get together until like 6 or 7. They do have a slow dance.
Okay.
And that is my favorite ship trope ever. But yeah, I wanted a bit more from them, but I do think like even though they don't have enough romantic stuff, they are very cute and sweet, and I think they do still make it in top ships because I did get very invested in them for a time. I did read some fan fiction, but yeah, I was just slightly disappointed with the X-Files. I'm sorry. And to my
I'm really confused what it's about.
Right? To my Collider boss, if you happen to watch this, I'm so sorry I never finished the X-Files. I know it's your favorite.
Oh my god.
That was our first interaction too, which I think is very funny. Before I even started writing for Collider, she had found my X-Files thread and was like, oh my gosh, you're gonna have the best time. Who are your favorites so far? And now look at where we are. Just crazy to me. Yeah. But yeah, I like them. I wish I would have liked the show more. There are still episodes I want to go back and like actually watch. Like just the Creature of the Week episodes that sounded really good, or like the really scary ones, but
Mm-hmm.
because it actually was quite scary at times. It was just like it wasn't about aliens, but it was like cases of like unexplained phenomena.
Okay.
So like one of the last ones that I remember watching was like a person who could shapeshift into other people. Like they would be a man at one point, and then they would sleep with a woman, become that woman, and then go seduce a man, become that man, and like just keep rolling. So like it was just like weird shit always happening, and you kind of had to pay attention.
Yeah.
But like there are still episodes I want to go watch, but yeah. At the end of the day, Molly and Scalder were very cute. There's so much that you have to watch though to like even get their full story. You had to watch a full movie to get their first kiss. Too much going on, man.
What's with cop shows and waiting for so long for people to get together?
Right.
How many more do you have left?
That was my last one.
Okay, I
didn't have many ships this year.
No, you're good. I can group the last two together.
Okay. I don't know who your last two would be.
Okay. Yes, you do. When I say it, you're gonna
Yeah,
know.
I will.
My last two are from ER.
Oh! I told you to put these on here.
Yeah. First one is, I didn't really know they had a ship name, but I saw a fan cam on my bookmarks that said it. Hathor Ross, which is Carol Hathaway and Doug Ross. So the funny thing is about ER is I watched this because I thought Juliana's character was going to be a lesbian. So far off.
Yeah, that was the biggest disappointment.
But I loved them together. They were adorable. And I'm very upset that they left the show. Well, also, I was very upset that George Clooney left the show in season 5 and Juliana left the show in season 6. But then when they came back for the final season, they were still together, and that just like melted my heart. And they truly endgame. They have children together, so I love them. They were very roller coaster as well. And then my other ship from ER is Mark and Susan, who never got together.
They did have you in a chokehold.
They did have me in a chokehold. And I remember watching the episode where Susan left because I was at the nail salon and I wasn't prepared for it to be in the
I knew
middle
it was happening, but I didn't know where you were yet.
I didn't know it was in the middle of the season.
Yeah.
I'm getting my nails done trying not to start sobbing. Susan does want to
telling you medical shows will put you through the ringer.
I don't like it. Someone on the timeline was watching ER and they just got to the episode where Carter got stabbed by a patient. Oh yeah, it was traumatic.
I have heard about this. I just forgot.
Yeah. So medical shows are not fun. But yeah, Mark and Susan never got together, even when Susan came back, because Mark was with Elizabeth. Don't get me wrong, love Mark and Elizabeth, but was really rooting for Mark and Susan, and then Mark croaked, so I sobbed like a baby when that happened. Probably.
I do remember that.
I think I sobbed more over Mark's death than I did Eddie's.
Damn. And you were hard done by Eddie.
But I also knew Mark for how many seasons?
Yeah.
And I didn't know he died. I spoiled that for myself.
You did. I spoiled for myself how he dies.
I did not. Which is, giving doctors cancer should be illegal.
Yeah. That just feels wrong. Take this one. In Grey's Anatomy, Amelia ends up getting a brain tumor. She's a neurologist.
That's how Mark died.
Also, Derek died because no one gave him a head CT or burr holes. And he's also a neurologist. So that's fun.
Wow. That's fucked.
Yeah.
Okay. That's all for the ships.
Yeah. Jeez.
It's come to our attention that this episode might be way too long. So
Just
we're
a
gonna do this in
tad.
2 parts. So you guys have to come back so you can hear our top movies of
I think this is
and
coming out
television
on
shows.
the 30th, so I'll probably release the second part on the 31st, just so like it's not
Yeah.
too much at once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so come back to hear our top movies and TV shows of 2022.
We have some good ones.
We do.
Mhm.
Also, please let us know who your top characters, ships, and MILF/DILFs of the year.
Yes.
Because
Please
I
do.
always want to know.
Characters, ships, MILFs, DILFs, give us all so we have some stuff for next year.
Yes, and if I need to start standing new things.
Yes, I do.
Yes. Okay.
But thank you for joining us on this episode of Enter the Fangirls. You can keep up with us on social media. Our Twitter is Enter Fangirls, and our YouTube and Instagram are Enter the Fangirls.
Make sure you follow us wherever you listen to your podcast, and just make sure to come back for part 2.
Yes, come back for part 2.
Once again, I'm Lexie.
I'm Sam, and this has been Enter the Fangirls.